Okay, it says find T2 for this particular problem over here. And then, I see some of these might be confusing, especially with, they're saying compute the error, blah, blah, blah. But let's just simply see if we can find T2, right? T2 should be relatively simple to write down. How do I do that? I write down f of x. What's f of x? It's e to the x. Wow, that's a nice easy function, isn't it? F prime of x is e to the x. F double prime of x is e to the x. I just need those three. So what do I do now? Well, here comes the tough part. I got to do it at 0, all right? So it's going to be f of 0. That's going to be 1. F prime is 0. That's going to be 1. F double prime is 0. That's going to be 1. So I think I'm ready to write T2 down. What's T2? T2 is going to be equal to 1 plus 1 x minus 0, I'll clean this up in a moment, by the way, plus 1 over 2 factorial, which is 2, x minus 0 squared. Let me just write that in a little neater fashion. This would be 1 plus x squared over 2. That's T2. All right, now certainly when you're looking at the notes, make sure this is written down for you. It's written over here. 1 plus x squared over 2. In time, you'll be able to do this quickly, by the way. And here comes the problem, by the way. They want you to compute an error. Now, certainly someone says, what are they talking about? Like if I did it at 0, there is no error. It's going to be exactly spot on. It's going to match it perfectly. But once you start moving away from 0, depending how far you go away, this second-degree polynomial is not going to look like e to the x. Now, what do I mean by that? If you looked at e to the x looks like this over here. If you looked at x squared, right, so like a square function like this over here, you get something like a parabola, right? It's definitely not going to fit the curve everywhere. However, it's going to fit it over here somewhere, right? Definitely where the point is at 0. But once you start moving away from that, there's going to be a separation between the two curves. And what they're asking me to do is, they're asking me to compute what that separation is, or the error to it. So let's write down what they want me to compute. I will talk about how to compute this on a computer, by the way. What am I going to do? I'm going to evaluate T2 at what value? At, let's see, minus 0.1. And I need to evaluate f of that as well and take the difference. So f, what's f? F is e to the x, but I'll just write this down for you. So minus 0.1, subtract it. We're not really concerned about the directional difference between the two, just the absolute value between it. And you have to do this on a computer, all right? You don't have to do it on a computer. I suggest you do it on a computer, and I'll do that. What number should you get? 0.00. Oh, there's 3 zeros, 1.16. That's a pretty good approximation, by the way. It's accurate to a high level of precision, right? It says rounded to 5 decimal places. What does that mean? 5 numbers after the decimal point. I will be posting a Sage video here. And so you can see how to do it on a computer. Okay? Thank you.